What is going on, guys? TCGS Static here with your Spice Cabinet for our 8/16 event. This one had 18 players and a couple of very notable things as far as the meta goes. So let's dive right into this, shall we? Get this off screen here. Alrighty, guys. So first thing you will note when looking at this is our archetype breakdown. No Reaper, no Wargray X, no Commandramon. Just Melga, Alpha Grandis, some Gammon, Black War Greymon, and then a whole bunch of one-ofs. So very interesting stuff to look at here. Top was fairly Melga X dominated, so we will, see if that is a trend that continues to keep itself up. I feel like it's a result of how popular Alpha got. Um, you know, I I have not had the requisite games to tell you properly, but I feel like Melga X probably has a fairly decent matchup into Alphamon. Um, so that's probably why we are seeing so much of it, and we will have to see if we get a kind of rotating format where um, something pops up to counter all the Melgas in the meta or Melga in the meta, and then so on and so forth. But let's jump into these decks, shall we? So first up, our first place Alphamon list. This did play Grandis in the finals. Um, Talking about that matchup, was not that matchup. Pretty standard here. 8 searchers, or a couple Doraemon, hybrid. This one taking in Greymon for the Digivolving effect and the removal if needed. Helps clear more Gazimons, whatnot, memory blockers kind of thing. Other than that, pretty standard build here. 3 Oryu, 3 Alpha, Oryukins, some options, some tamers. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Moving right along, we had our second place list, which ended up being blue splashing red Melga. Um, Hero. This was piloted by J-Rob, or Justin Robbins, regular in our server. He was talking a lot about the event, about how good this card was in combination, with your Wergarurumons, and your whole initiator of the combo. A lot of lists starting to cut down on the other Metal Garuru and just going up to more Metal Garuru X. Um, so maybe just a honing of the list, finally seeing what it really wants to do. But moving right along, we have Grandis. This one's splashing blue for Davis and Megadeth to get some removal and some consistency. We saw a lot of lists do things like this in Japan towards the end of this format slash start of the BT10 kind of era, where they would play, Hammer Sparks, Ice Walls, um, occasionally Megadeth, whatever they really needed. Not a bad splash and fairly easy, as Davis does work well, finding pieces for the deck. This one particularly running 4 hybrids, or 4 total hybrids, but other than that, nothing too crazy. And lastly, we just had a straight Metal Garuru X. This one trading out the Heroes and Delicate Plans for Hammer Sparks and Metal Storm, just for some added removal. Um, a little low on the memory tamers, so choking this deck was a viable option. Um, and then analog use can help them kind of rebuild. I think this is a card that could, potentially be a good player in this format, but it really takes a dependent meta call, I think. But that is going to do it for us, guys. We will see y'all, hopefully, I believe Friday. We will see. For now, have a good one.